the film Il pleuvait des oiseaux in French, or And the Birds Rain Down in English, made by Louise Archambault, known as Loulou, is an adaptation of the book written by Jocelyne Saucier with the same title. The film has been released in a lot of countries around the world and received a lot of important prizes, as the Canadian Screen Award in 2020 and the Dragon Award International Competition at the Göteborg Film Festival in Sweden.
Really, for all of us of any age, the closeness to nature is very profound for our physical and emotional well-being, but certainly for older adults. And we're seeing a lot more attention paid to this, in part, I think, because the pandemic gave us an opportunity to feel, for all of us to feel what it was like to be sort of locked indoors and to then consciously decide to go outside. And that was where we had a bit of freedom without worrying so much. But absolutely, they call it nature capital, or in Japan, they call it, if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Shinrin-yoku, which is forest bathing. And it has significant impacts on our well-being. And some of the impacts that have been studied would be lower blood pressure, lower cortisol. It can significantly impact or improve heart conditions, and just mood and depression are also pretty powerful. From my perspective, I saw quite clearly that society treats older adults as if they are to be placed somewhere away, as if they are others, so to speak. Certainly, the woman, well, she was in a psychiatric hospital, but certainly she was placed as an other as well. The two gentlemen really sort of took it upon themselves to create a life for themselves where they had full freedom. And really, you could see when she joined them, sort of the stress that left her, you know, as the medication left her, the stress that left her as well. But there's a long way to go in terms of how we deal with ageism and how we view older adults. We need to really rethink that. A lot of people become very frustrated because they're locked inside. They're trying to escape these homes, and it's not a natural way to live at all. And what we've seen is that people, you could spend, you know, the final 2 or 3 years of your life without feeling the sunshine on your face or a breeze, you know, on a summer day. And there are some homes that are opening up the land around them, and they create very tiny households. For example, the one I visited in the Netherlands had 7 people living in a little home.
We see a profound independence of the characters in the film, including the end where Tom takes his own life. How do this into the movement of medics assistants in dying in Canada?
That's a really good question. I was thinking about that when I watched the movie. I have to say that I have not done a lot of research on MAID and on those philosophies, but I'll tell you from the research I've done for a story that's coming out quite soon. I was talking to a woman who spent the last 2.5 years caring for her father. 2 women, actually, in different circumstances. And both of them said to me, they're terrified for their future and they don't know what is coming for them. But one of them said in particular that she is seriously considering MAID because she just doesn't want to be left alone with no one to care for her, and this incredible struggle because we have not changed our system from the old institutional ways, putting most of our money, which Canada does, puts most of its money into institutional care like nursing homes and hospitals, and not nearly enough money into community care, which could be home care or other supports that could go into helping older adults live well and stay healthier in their homes.
Je me demande qui je serais si j'étais resté ici, une peine imbuvable, à qui la faute?
Je me suis perdue en auto, cul-de-sac, puis j'ai entendu une voix, fait que C'est vous la voix.
Ah ouais.
Fait qu'ici, il y a juste vous deux.
Puis on n'existe pas pour personne.
C'est ma tante. C'est la sœur aînée de mon père. Je cherche un endroit pour la loger, un endroit discret. Elle a nulle part où aller.
Hey, nous autres, on veut pas de trouble. Si la police débarque ici, on va se ramasser dans un hospice à manger du mou. On va entre 4 murs de béton derrière les barreaux. Ici, c'est juste en attendant.
Va falloir vous trouver un nom. Comment on vous appellera dans votre nouvelle vie?
Marie des Neiges. J'aimerais qu'on m'appelle Marie des Neiges.
On va aménager la cabane, on va la retaper, puis on va l'isoler un peu mieux.
Merci.
Il n'y a pas de quoi.
Oh, c'est beau ici.
Viens, l'eau est bonne.
J'ai jamais appris à nager.
Oui,
Je dirais pas où vous habitez, hein? Promis.
Putain, t'es-tu pour le gouvernement, toi?
Non, je suis photographe. Je cherche des gens qui ont survécu au grand feu de la région.
Tout a brûlé. C'était l'enfer.
Avez-vous connu Boy Chuck?
C'est une légende.
Il a marché durant 6 jours sans s'arrêter.
Toujours été clair que je prendrais ma retraite dans le bois. Puis que cette vie-là, je la vive à mon goût.
Et maintenant, est à ton goût. Je rêvais de voyager, de découvrir le monde, mais on n'avait pas le droit de rêver. C'est ma première vie. Et j'y tiens.
Vous avez jamais réussi à oublier les grands feux?
C'est pas le feu qui nous hante, c'est l'amour.